It was supposed to be a simple drive, a familiar route through the night. The road twisted and turned, leading me into the unknown. There was something off, something unsettling about this place. Place where time had forgotten to move forward. I was lost, not just in direction, but in the town that seemed to exist outside the bounds of reality.
Taken, the road unwinds into a town where shadows bind. The streets are twisted, the air is cold, a place where secrets long are told.
As I wandered through the dimly lit streets, my eyes caught sight of a woman. She was burdened with bags, her frame boxy, and her makeup heavy, almost like a mask. Her eyes, though, they burned with an anger I couldn't quite place. She moved with purpose, each step echoing in the silence. I felt a chill run down my spine.
He saw a woman, bags in hand, heavy makeup, a boxy stand. Her eyes are fierce, her look was mean, a stranger in this eerie scene.
The big lady with her boxy frame, carrying those bags, she earned her name. She dressed so smart from head to toe, prim and proper, but frumpy though. As I turned a corner, my heart nearly stopped there. In the dim glow of a flickering street lamp stood the almost translucent ghost of a man. He wore a red trilby, a matching dressing gown, and a kilt that swayed with an eerie grace. His long grey beard flowed like a river of mist, and he chucked softly as it faded away to nothingness.
A ghostly figure, red trilby hat, dressing gown and kilt, imagine that. His beard was grey, his laugh a chill, a haunting presence, time stood still.
Came through this town by accident, you understand. A wrong turn, a missed sign, nothing more. Yet the moment I stepped in, the air felt pressed inwards, as though the place was holding its breath. Even the living looked half borrowed from nightmares, that old woman with her neck bent clean to the side, staring at me without ever facing me, and her tall companion looming behind her like a misplaced shadow. So when that ghost chuckled, bright, cheerful, almost merry, it wasn't comforting in the slightest. It was a jarring reminder that whatever haunted this place found it all terribly amusing.
He felt the town seep slowly through his skin, a creeping chill that whispered from
the town. The ghost stood there in his dressing gown, and as the streetlights dimly shone, he faded, then he was gone.
A ghostly figurette trilby hat, dressing gown and kilt, imagine that. His beard was grey, his laugh a chill, a haunting presence, time stood still.
As I wandered deeper into the town, I came upon an old crooked building. The sign read Ancient Ram Inn. It stood there weathered and worn, exuding an aura of mystery and dread. The owner greeted me, a man who looked like Wad Hull on acid, with wild eyes and a manic grin. He beckoned me inside, and I felt a shiver of apprehension.
Inside the inn, the owner grinned, a manic look, his mind unpinned. He led me through the haunted halls, where shadows danced on ancient walls.
His voice was a rasping hymn to filth and folklore, endlessly looping tales of cow shit and twigs. As if those were sacred relics, he spoke of them with reverence, with glee, with a kind of madness that made the walls lean in to listen.
Rod Hull on acid with his eyes aglow, a twisted grin, a voice laid low. He spoke of twigs of cow-dung lore, like gospel from a rotted pore. His tales were grim, his joy unseen, a preacher in a haunted scene.
Led me through the inn like a priest through catacombs, each room a sermon, each creaking floorboard a confession. He laughed at things that were jokes, paused for applause that never came, and always, always back to the cow shit and twigs, as if the world could be explained by muck and kindling. I realized then he wasn't mad. He was the town's memory, rotting from the inside out.
Walls go sweet, sweet plant feet, a prophet of the farmers in need. His gospel smeared on haunted walls, where cow shit sings and the madness calls.
haunted man, that forsaken town. The big lady with her boxy frame, the cruising ghost in a kilt, and that innkeeper grinning while enthusing about car-shitting twigs. None of them belong to this world, or maybe this world belonged to them. On acid with his manic eyes, three watchers of the dance. The shrieked the pavement like dreading bones. The ghost chuckle curled around lampposts, and the innkeeper's voice shouting about cow shit and twigs in a tone that cracked like old wood I dressed off. Driven by a desperate need to escape, finally the town's edge came into view. The oppressive anything. As I crossed the boundary, I glanced back one last time. A place that would forever linger in my memory.